Thanks, Chamberlain. And a big cheer for Mr. and Mrs. Todd Chamberlain.
Sign up in our town. If you live it up, you won't live it down. So she left Monte Rio, son, just like a bullet leaves a gun. With a charcoal rise and Monroe hips, she went and took that California trip. Oh, the moon was gold and her hair like wind. Said, don't look back, just come on, Jim. Oh, you got to hold on, hold on. You got to hold on, take my hand, standing right here, you got to hold on. Dime store watch and a ring made from a spoon. Everyone's looking for someone to blame. And you share my bed, you share my name. Well, go ahead and call the cops. You don't meet nice girls in coffee shops. She said, baby, I still love you. Sometimes there's nothing left to do. Oh, but you got to hold on. Baby, gotta hold on and take my hand. Standing right here, you gotta hold on. Well, God bless your crooked little heart. St. Louis got the best of me. I miss your broken china voice. How I wish you were still here with me. Oh, you build it up, you wreck it down, and you burn your mansion to the ground. There's nothing left to keep you here. But when you're falling behind in this big blue world, oh, you've got to hold on. Baby, gotta hold on. Take my hand, standing right here, gotta hold on. Down by the riverside motel, it's 10 below and falling. By a 99-cent store, she closed her eyes and started swaying. But it's so hard to dance that way when it's cold and there's no music. Oh, your old hometown so far away, but inside your head there's a record that's playing a song called Hold On. Baby, gotta hold on to take a mind, standing right there, gotta hold on. You gotta hold on, baby, gotta hold on. Take my hand, standing right there, you gotta hold on. You gotta hold Baby, gotta hold on and take my hand. Standing right here, you gotta hold on. You gotta hold on. Baby, gotta hold on and take my hand. Standing right here, you gotta hold on. 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 You gotta hold on, baby. You gotta hold on, girl. You gotta hold on. You gotta hold on.
When I was born, my dad said, I'm going to be his best friend for the rest of his life. And today, I'm his best man. When my mom and dad first got divorced, I told my dad I'd do everything in my power to make sure he didn't get a wife or a girlfriend. But
Call me fuzzy, skiing bear sheep.
And I want to say sorry to Cheryl for saying that, because there's not a better girl I'd want my dad to be with than you today. I'm just really happy for you, Dad. I'm really looking forward to Cheryl and Seth being part of our family. And I just want to welcome you guys with a warm welcome and open arms. Hello. I'd like to say that in the 17 years that I've known my mother, I've never seen her as happy as she is tonight. And I say it's about time. And to Todd, you are the father figure that has never been in my life, and I wouldn't want anybody besides you.
I'm so touched today. By just, it's so funny, when we planned the wedding, I swear to God, I was like, nobody's gonna come. It's our second, we're leaving. You know, like, I hate weddings, I don't like going to weddings, why would anybody come to mine? And then, boy, it really just took a life out of its own today. This place is packed. I remember walking in this room going, yeah, we're just not gonna fill it. I don't know enough people, and it's a long way from every other state that I know people in. I don't know enough people in the Carolinas really like me. Carolina's been a great home to me, being from Pennsylvania. I have so many dear friends. I just love the mix of people that I see. My new family, of course, with Cheryl's family. I'm so happy to be part of your family. I'm so happy to be part of ours. I really had a great time last week. Debbie came up for Cheryl's bachelorette party, and she put it on, and oh my gosh, we had such a good time. Getting hammered at the Hickory Tavern. We just learned a lot. You learn a lot of each other when you drink that heavy. But I love that I see people I've worked with 12 years ago are here, and I've always, we've kept in touch. And here's Darlene, my work wife, back in the early 2000s. Dr. Scott's crew here, Chrissy Lorenz, Brandy, and Diane. They're not clients or accounts, they're friends. And it's funny, I get picked on by Smoke wherever he's at, like, you're always in their office, Oh, that's fun,
Especially when it's food time.
Yeah, I always come in as free lunch. But again, just the mix of people is very touching. I just love the faces I see on the crowd. And as Max told you, today is kind of personal, kind of funny. How many people pay attention to what I put on Facebook? Because I do try to entertain. You do.
Don't raise your hand.
Oh yeah. Neil and my mom aren't on Facebook. They're the only ones here, probably. So anyway, today I started getting a really upset stomach. And broke out the Emotum AD.
Talk about this.
I was like, wow, I have not needed this since my first 3 or 4 dates with Cheryl. Here I am, wedding day. Wow, I'm breaking it out. That's what it took. But anybody who has heard me talk about Cheryl, they probably get sick of me talking about Cheryl. I get so excited and I'm so happy, and it's true, like, she likes so many things that I like, and I like a lot of weird stuff and stupid stuff nobody likes. See, everybody's going, yes. But, and she was a tough first date, let me tell you. Her first date with me, it was like, I was up, Clarence Thomas back in the early 90s, Congress. It was amazing. She was like things like, "What's your credit score?" And I found it really intriguing. Like, credit score? Well, this is kind of. And I had been doing online dating. Oh my gosh, what a bunch of liars I had there. I mean, every person I went to meet was just a big lie. And if I can use a quote, which I think either I heard and made Dan laugh, or Dan made it up and made me laugh, but it was, you can take 1,000 pictures of a turd and eventually look like a brownie. I My first day with Cheryl, so she walks in, I'm just like, oh my God. She looks just like her picture. She's never going out with me again. But the greatest thing was, like, you know, I had told so many people about my date with Cheryl, and I'm getting a gazillion texts. Because anybody knows me is I really talk myself down, like, oh, I suck. Nobody wants to go out with me. And everybody was, but the best part was actually after my day. I don't think it was 20 minutes out, my phone rings, it's my mom, like at 11:30 at night, like, how did it go? I said, went really good, we have a lot in common. I said, I gotta be honest, like talking to me, but with boobs, it was kind of cool. But here we are, you know, gosh, probably everybody does this, but you think back of all the loves of your life, oh, she's the love of my life. And then you really find it, and it's just like, boy, that was all junk, you know, prior to. And I just met a woman who makes me every day want to be better. And you know, the other great thing about Cheryl is she doesn't watch a lot of movies, and I do, so I steal so many great quotes at these. She thinks I make up. And just steal her heart, and like, my greatest one, like, she has yet to know what movie it's from, but it's been on HBO a couple of times. I'll change it before it gets to like this big line that, you know, I totally used on her, and then she's like, oh, that's the most beautiful thing. So I'm gonna be honest with you today. I did tell her this after our first evening together. I said, you know, waking up next to you is like waking up to Christmas morning. And I did steal it from her, but I'm not going to tell you which one. You guys can try and figure it out too. But I do mean that. Every day, I actually do giggle. And you can ask Cheryl, I giggle, and I lift up the covers and go, it's just like... I do. Honey, do I? Do I? Yeah. I mean, I'm laughing in the bathroom. I like it there. I can't believe she's this. She's thinking. But no, I love her to death. I love her to death. And it's just, it's a great feeling to know that I get to wake up next to her for the rest of my life. If I eat better and don't have a heart attack. And exercise more. She exercised so hard before this wedding, and I did nothing. I was like, my back hurts, I can't. And she, you know, that sickness and health part, you know, she's already been through that with me. I threw my back out like for a year. I just laid on the floor and just ate like medication, and it was like, you sure you don't want to break up with me? Because I'm not doing anything. Unemployed at the time, you know, calling Smoke for a free lunch when he's in town. Going to Dan's all the time for therapy, and he's really good for therapy. A lot of you guys know Dan Cochran, but if you're having a bad day, call him, because he's having a bad
Worst
one.
day.
Not because of you, Donna, never you. It's always Pio and me, usually. Does anything else, Mike? The other thing, I want to go jump to the boys, because, but can we give them a round of applause? 'Cause that was amazing. You know, I gotta tell you, there's a real pride that comes across. I love, like, now, like, I say, hey, I gotta go check on the boys. I gotta go see how the boys are. It's a really awesome thing to be able to say. And I love that they're great, cool people. And they're very cool in their own ways, but I can love both of them because I'm, you know, a jock and I like music, and I'm not a jock, am I? No, I was. You know, I can watch ESPN and talk about sports and Mac, and then I can watch YouTube and laugh at stuff with Seth that nobody else would laugh at but me and Seth, probably. You tell me to hurry up?
I just, no.
Okay. But again, everybody, thank you for coming. It's just an honor to have you all here. And I'm glad the weather broke for us, and Yeah, I didn't sleep a wink last night. Not a wink. Not a wink. But again, Cheryl, thank you for being the light of my life, and not in a Jack Nicholson shining kind of way. Woman I love! No, I've never done that to her.
Not yet.
Yeah. But, you know, I've talked too long, because everybody looks like, just shut up.
Shut up.
But again, thank you all. Oh, you know, wait, no. What am I thinking? You know, most importantly, who I need to thank here is my parents.
Oh, yeah.
They are just so loving and deal with their goofy 46-year-old who acts like he's 16. But they're a big part of today. I want everybody to know. And Deb, we're gonna go, you know, even this out here in the office here in a minute. So get your credit card out. No, really, I love them to death. It's been a tough time for us, but it's brought us together so close. I've learned so much about my dad the last couple of years, and I think he's learned a lot about me. And last time we got really hammered together. And it was so much fun. I was really worried. I dropped him off like 1:45. Wow, he might get drunk. Yeah, so his mom pulled me out of bed in high school. Go get your father. I don't know where he is. I do know what I do. Anyway, so thanks again. Cheryl, dear, would you like to say anything after me? Because I hogged everything. Okay, this is the Q&A section. Now, any questions?
Walking by yourself.